उधर कनेडा प्रधानमंत्री जस्टिन ट्रूडो ते यूरोपियन कमीशन के प्रधान उर्सुला वान डेर लेयन ने ब्रसेल्स बेल्जियम च यूरोपियन कमीशन के हैडक्वार्टर च अपनी मीटिंग तो पहला गलबात की। प्रधानमंत्री जस्टिन ट्रूडो ने रूस वालों यूक्रेन ते कीते गए हमले खिलाफ यूरोपियन आगुआं नूं एकजुट होने का सद्दा दिता। उन्होंने कहा कि सानू यूक्रेन की मदद करनी चाहिए ते रूस उत्ते होर पाबंदियां लाउणियां चाहिदियां ने। एक महीने तो चल रहे रूस यूक्रेन संघर्ष कारण महंगाई दर च भारी वाधा वेखण नूं मिल रहा है। कनेडा च 3 दहाकिਆਂ च सब तो ज्यादा महंगाई दर वधी है ते भविख विच भी अस्थिरता बने रहने की संभावना वध गई है।
And now that it has the strength of your leadership and the commitment across the Atlantic to holding Vladimir Putin to account and making sure that he fails in this illegal, horrific war on innocence and on a democratic nation is extraordinarily important. This invasion, of course, is unacceptable. When I spoke with President Zelensky yesterday, we discussed increasing civilian casualties and repeated his call and my call to halt Russian attacks, withdraw forces, and stop committing war crimes. We vowed that Canada will continue to back Ukraine wholeheartedly, but as Ursula and the European Union has demonstrated, it is not something that any one of us has to do alone. We are doing it together and united in a way that is demonstrating not just that we stand for our friends and for a fellow democracy like Ukraine. From the beginning of this challenge, and quite frankly through the beginning of our times working together, Ursula has been an extraordinary partner, an extraordinary leader, and particularly when it came to bringing the European Union to a place where sanctions could be applied swiftly and with extraordinary strength. It was really your leadership that made this happen, and I got to see it up close as we were discussing in many small groups how we would have to remove if Russia did the unthinkable. But we also stand up for the values and the pillars that underpin all of our own democracies. This is an opportunity and a responsibility for all of us to continue to stand up for those fundamental rights and freedoms and stability and international rules that have underpinned the success of so many people, not just in Europe and across the Atlantic, but around the world over the past many decades. Putin's war has created a refugee crisis, and today with President von der Leyen we'll be talking about humanitarian support and of course what more we'll be doing to help. Canada, of course, will be there to welcome people fleeing war and tragedy, as we always are. But at the same time, we're going to be stepping up to provide help and work together to respond to the global food security crisis that is a real, meaningful consequence, direct consequence of Vladimir Putin's illegal war. We also will continue to urge Russia to allow for humanitarian corridors and safe passage for civilians and for those determined to help civilians. Of course, even as we're dealing with the terrible situation in Ukraine and the need to continue to stand up to defend our democracies, our rules-based order,